Alright. Let's get on with it. Another tower defense. What are we, ballista? Yeah, we're ballista. Now, I'm coming back to this after almost a week off. I cannot... there's a dog right up front. There we go. I have considered some alternate tactics or strategies that might have been implemented to avoid the struggle early on. Like developing each zone by a much smaller amount, and then expanding over more territory before refining individual zones, which would have given me more time to accumulate things. The problem is, fundamentally, the further you push, because it wouldn't have worked, the further you push, the more difficulty you run into. And since it's very important to have guards locking down these zones, we also have to consider the fact that you also need gold for guards, for training guards and all of that. So yeah, now the snowballing can kind of... We're over the hump, I think. I hope, because we're producing a lot of materials. The zones where we're producing them are thoroughly entrenched. That is all well in hand. So what do I want to do here? A tower capture would be smart, because we can use the surplus from the mines that we have to facilitate the tower capture, and we can't explore the other zones until we actually have a tower, so... Hang on, I gotta think about what I want to build. So we started with, like, dual arrows catapult, then we did dual arrows ballista, and then over here we did... Yeah, dual catapults ballista, so theoretically this would be... This technically should be dual catapults arrows, and then that should be dual ballista arrows, and then switch it over to only the heavies. So I kind of did this one a bit wrong. So I'm going to try to compensate for it in the middle zones. But anyway, we want arrows for this tower, so let's go ahead and get the tower. Still running with no armor and 3 weapons. It's my lot right now. Well, I feel like I should stick with the bow and arrow because I've upgraded that more and I got more damage boost from XP on that. But I mean, the crossbow hits about twice as hard. And so the base crossbow damage is probably where my bow and arrow is at right now. It is slower firing, though. But I got more range. So this is basically your sniper rifle. Or the closest approximation that you're probably going to find. Still feel like the ranged play is the way to go. I know somebody's gonna at me on that, but I mean, here's the footage. You can hardly argue that it's not working. I mean, I got slowed down, but it was purely a matter of economics and busy work that I do not enjoy. Play games to get my mind off of busy work. Got enough of that IRL. Well, that worked. Ah, yes, we now also have the poison arrows, so we can, in a pinch, get the enemy to do our work for us. One of those zombie slaughters would be the best ones to turn, because they are just so tanky. Or an executioner. I don't think we'll find either of them during this mission. The threat level's way too low for that. This is gonna link to the outside zone, isn't it? Probably shouldn't discover this right now, because it's gonna create... Well, I've noticed that there isn't, like, crossways invasions anymore. Like, a zone just comes under attack. It doesn't seem to have a specific source of that attack, or at least the source is not indicated. Besides which, if I have to struggle to defend this over and over and over again, how would it be any different from what I've already done? There's reason, like Medieval and 3, the design choices were not to my tastes. Not like it's bad design. More effort went into them, as you do when you're, you know, developing a intellectual property. I mean, perhaps it's the duration with which I play these that's a problem. I should do it in smaller bursts, and that way I don't get as burned out by the end. However, the game should be flexible. It shouldn't matter how often or how long you play it, you should enjoy it nonetheless. The only limit should be how much time you have to invest in it. Oh, I didn't want the guy to follow me already. Screen is festooned with interactable buttons, and they don't give me a wait here command. That would have been helpful. Burning him now would serve no purpose. All the other enemies surrounding the area are gone already. So if he's already on me, I might as well grab the other guy. At this rate, I'll be hitting Decision 3 in the month of October. I mean, it's appropriate. Zombie game in the month of Halloween. That makes sense. A lot of people doing special October things. So am I, although not what I had planned. But that will be discussed in a different video. That's a long fucking story. That blue beacon's right next to the zombies, and that's a cistern. That's a big old... Oh. Okay.
Can you help an orc out?
Okay, I don't know what he wants me to do with him. Can you help an orc out? Didn't I just do that? Isn't that a thing that I just did? That cistern. Is he gonna get in the tower when I'm defending it? So I can circle strafe fine, but having to protect these guys while I'm doing that doesn't work. Definitely playing the rogue class. Speed and range. And no appreciation. They're getting thin. Now what? Who? Where? Ah, there we go. So wait, they don't perma-die? How the fuck does that work? Or is he just really low and not actually dead? I didn't think he was close enough that would kill him. Guess I was wrong. Not that I care, I already have 4 out of 3 workers. We have reserves! You want me to get medieval? Let's get medieval! Life is cheap and it sucks! So we decided archers. Yes. What? Who? I've noticed the assaults tend to run out of steam at some point in this game, which is probably for the best because... Well, here's my point. Why introduce, like, endless strategic assaults and then have limited in-game assaults? Like, you fix one end and you break it on the other? What the hell? Alright, orc, bruh, follow me. I'm gonna call you Marcus, after a certain super mutant in a certain game. He was very helpful. Okay, so is he the guy?
What do you want?
No, he is not. Yeah, for that, I need to unlock the stuff with things. Fighting armor sword. Okay, poison, 50 enemies with a poison arrow. Trap. Ah, there's the mines! More or less. Find all masters, and, well, we've already done that. So it's just traps, which will be no problem. You watch me go once I've actually unlocked them. I just realized that I have to wait till I have the Master of Wisdom. God damn it. The Master System is designed to prevent you from getting game-breaking late-game items early. And I don't like it. I want my game-breaking stuff now! Anyway... Tavern or mine? I'm gonna say mine. Let's, like, amass some stock here. Because, yeah, no, I can do the mine. That'll bump the danger up. And then... I can... Well, actually, we're still gaining danger. I want this to, like, passively lose danger over time. Guess we're spending more gold! We have it right now. Alright, come on, boys. Yeah, come on. Get out here. Destroy the zombie scourge. Let's go. Still don't have a taunt. Did I even unlock that yet? Yeah, guys, come on. Come on, get to it. Kill him. 6 more. Get to it, guys. Come on, hack them. What are you carrying around that sword for? Alright. That's not maxed out yet. There's no net gain of danger. Once we fill that mine in there, there will be, which is going to be a problem. Let's throw a gate on there, and since we have a gate on there, we might as well throw on the boiling oil. Yeah, because I think even if we get another tavern thing, we're still going to be gaining threat even with a level 1 mine. Like, because we're going to lose it once we have it now, but then we're going to start building it up again. So we need another tower thing. Well, tower defense is usually a super bitch, so let's get more guards. This is why I can't get upgrades, because I have to spend my gold on this. Well, I stick with the bow. That way I don't need to worry about getting upgrades and, you know, upgrading armor and spending all that expensive stuff. Come on, guys. Get in here. Get in here. What are you doing? Kill the zombies. Hey, archers, you want to back up the... There we go. Oh, look, the archers are getting more kills than the sword guys. I will die on this hill! The English didn't expand their empire in the medieval era with knights and swords. They expanded it with their the quality of their damn archers. Oh, they wearing great helms? Huh. That's actually an older style of armor. Somebody's going to complain about me picking nits. I mean, the flashlight, now the helmets are wrong. You know, you can make it an sort of invented history all you want. I'm still going to find that anachronism, that schizotech, whatever you want to call it. The phlebotinum. Don't touch the MacGuffin. Yeah, so... Since I have nothing else to say, because I'm literally doing nothing because these guys are supposed to be doing the damn work. Yes. Helmet development, because of course the helmet was a technology, and it didn't take long before people to discover that, hey, it would be a great idea if we protected our heads. Because you can get prodded and stabbed and slashed and so forth, and barring infection, you could be fine. But somebody caves your damn skull in, that's usually that. And of course the issue was, you want to protect the neck too, but you also have this issue of you want to support the helmet because you're putting all this weight on the head. And the problem that arises is that when a blow is struck, as opposed to like trying to slash or stab somebody, when a blow is struck, all that weight on your head gives your head extra inertia, and it wants to break your fucking neck. That's what it wants to do. It wants to snap your head straight off. So, okay, we need a heavier helmet, but we also need it to be well supported on the head. How do we do this? Simple. You basically design a cross between a trash can and a colander. You put it on the guy's head. That's a great helm. The problem with the great helm, yeah, we're gonna go with that. The problem with the great helm is that it is clunky. I should just come out and say that it basically feels like having your head stuck in a colander or a trash can. Either one, honestly, works. Oh, escape. Well, that didn't last long. Whoa, what? No! What the hell? Great, a territory map. How the hell do I turn it off? Great, well that was a flash in the pan because of whatever that shit was. Here we go again! Yeah, I didn't ask for a goddamn territory. This is the problem with the interactive elements being on screen, because I'm trying to click rampantly to hit things, and then that shit happens. Oh, so I can actually rage multiple creatures, provided I get them all neatly lined up like that. Yes, we'll let the zombies hold off the zombies. That'll make this much easier. And it's actually working. Mostly. It's super effective. Yes, after people realized the Great Helm was great for protection, but kind of a nightmare to actually, you know, wear, they developed more form-fitting armor that was better braced. It was better braced, but at the same time it didn't compromise visibility. That's how you get things like the split helm and... oh, what's it called? Like, there's one that, like, clamshells on the sides, and then you got the whole faceplate, and then there's another one where the visor is what clamps the helmet down.